Places around the globe. Certainly Afghanistan is within that group, and the president has already said he wants a broader review of all the Afghans who came into the country under the Biden administration. But it goes beyond that. You have Iran, you have Cuba, you have Venezuela, you have other countries around the globe where there have been hostilities with the United States.
I will permanently pause migration from all third world countries to allow the U.S. system to fully recover, terminate all of the millions of Biden illegal admissions, including those signed by sleepy Joe Biden's auto pen, and remove anyone who is not a net asset to the United States.
Trump vows to permanently pause migration from third world countries after the National Guard shooting. The president called for reverse migration in a lengthy social media post late on Thanksgiving and said that he wanted to deport anyone non-compatible with Western civilization. This comes as we saw that National Guard member die after the shooting in Washington, D.C. You can see this being released by the BBC just 4 hours ago. National Guard shooting suspect to face murder charges. Trump to freeze third world migration. And in addition to that, take a look at this. Trump calls a reporter a stupid person during a tense exchange about National Guardsman murder suspect. A lot of intense moments happening. And just 42 minutes ago from the time of this recording, Trump cancels all of Biden's orders signed by AutoPen. And we are hearing that that makes up about 93% of all of Biden's executive orders were done by AutoPen. So Trump reversing a lot of those. He's also doing reverse migration, and there is a travel ban now. Other nations, third world nations that are against the United States, he is saying, you are not welcome here. We are not going to allow what unfolded in Washington, D.C. the day before Thanksgiving, that shooting on National Guards, to occur again. That was by an Afghanistan nationalist. They're saying this needs to stop.
And they are.
Hey, Shalom. Call YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakak, Radash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the elect, and much respect to the brothers pushing his word in the four winds of the earth. Shalom to you few sincere sisters out there as well. Yeah, this is super quick here. So you see now the list, the 19 nations or countries that are banned from the United States now. Okay, and one of them, as you see up here, is Somalia. Now, he just sent out the task force to round up all the Somalians. And like I said in my last video, I believe, or it was a video before that, I can't remember, that, you know, this whole thing with this National Guards, these two National Guards being shot, one being ultimately killed, allegedly. It's all a psyop, man. It's all a psyop. All right? Because if that was two Americans that did that, none of this would be happening right now. But, you know, they put that in place for a reason. Okay? And as you notice, there's no European nations on here at all, even though they're in cahoots. But, yeah, this is the list right here of all the nations or countries that are not allowed in the United States anymore. All right, and they're probably going to start deporting, you know, anybody that is from these countries here real soon. Of course, using ICE, man. Things are definitely about to heat up. And I got this other video here.
European players also ramp up conscription efforts. So a lot developed.
So real quick before I play it. Just so you can know, pretty much Germany is going to have, this video is saying that Germany is going to have a draft, but they're not going to have a draft. They're going to have, starting in 2026, they're going to have a mandatory questionnaire for every 18-year-old man, okay? And they have to fill out that questionnaire, and it's a mandatory questionnaire, okay, about their stability for military service, okay? They'll be forced to take a mandatory medical examination, okay, and you know, things like that. So they're pretty much going to have to be take these things to be put into the draft, to be available for the draft, are eligible for the draft. So that's what's coming in 2026, over there in Germany. And this is what this dude is talking about here.
In the last 24 hours regarding concerns of World War III, and we're hearing an emergency draft has been initiated. Take a look at the latest headlines with me. I'm going to be covering all the details of what has been going on here. World War III fears spark emergency conscription for all 18-year-olds in Germany. Here's another one coming out. Report for duty. Every 18-year-old man called up for military tests, an emergency conscription measure announced in Germany amid World War III fears. It comes as major European players also ramp up conscription efforts. And everybody is asking the question, is there going to be a draft in the United States? If World War III erupts, these are the first U.S. citizens who would get drafted and go to battle. And let me know your thoughts. Do you think that we're going to need a draft here in the United States? We're hearing that this is being initiated right now in an emergency effort to keep up with potential World War III coming, is what we're hearing. And take a look at this. Putin's Russia is preparing for a big war soon, Ukraine warns. And what they're saying is, let me know your thoughts on this. They are saying that they believe that Putin is ready to escalate to a major war, but he is waiting essentially for Donald Trump to get out of office, and that in the year 2029 or the year 2030 there is going to be a major war, and that our adversaries will go all out. Do you think that's a possibility? Let me know your thoughts. But we had even heard this warning coming out from the FBI for quite some time with China and Taiwan.
Yeah, and there's a lot of rumblings about World War III, which is beautiful to hear. But until that, that mark of the beast is implemented, I don't really get too excited about World War III, man. Waiting for that MOTB to be implemented, and then we know where we at then, okay? Then we know we at the end. All right, the scriptures say there'll be wars and rumors of wars, right? China's getting into it. Iran, is talking about they're going to nuke America. Russia, got battleships outside of Hawaii. A lot of things are going on right now, but, there will be wars and all of that, but, the ultimate, the imminent destruction of America, won't happen until that mark of the beast is implemented. So yeah, these are just some things I've seen, 2 videos I saw. Just wanted to, put it out there real quick. And plus, that draft, that's coming here to America too, because America's army is not as strong as it used to be. So what they're doing over in Germany will soon be coming over here to America. Okay, as things heat up over here. So I just want to do a quick little video before I go to the plantation. And just wanted to bring this out real quick. Shalom.